Right, so we're starting midway because this deck is actually going a lot better than I thought it would, right? So it's full aggro Marlin, and it's lining up pretty nicely. I do think I've been drawing fairly well, but can't complain, right? So, Sea Lace, I'm always tempted to hold the Prismatic, because hitting any of the bolting shots with it is so much better, but I will go with for the raw damage since we have a bunch of draw, right? Falcon Wing gets pitched into Death Deal and Three of a Kind and the Sick'em Shots, so then we're just hoping to draw other stuff along with it, right, to make this really work. Sick'em Shot makes sure that Prismatic's at least a 5, right? That's huge. Prismatic and Rain Rays is just so fantastic with this. So Death Dealer before Three of a Kind? No, no, that's wrong. No, it's not. Is it? I'm going to Death Dealer first, but I can understand the rationale of being able to use Death Dealer to slot something else into the arsenal. My mentality is... What is my mentality? I want more options? Do I want to just save Three of a Kind? I mean, the Remorseless just tops us off, right? For this being a decent turn by itself. We go Sick'em into Remorseless, and I don't have to worry about pitchables. Three of a Kind is a weird card to start off the following turn, though. Maybe I should have done Three of a Kind, Death Dealer, and then I would have had options. I probably would have had a blue arrow left as well, the Arsenal, and then stuff to pitch. Yeah, Three of a Kind should have gone first. I'm learning as we go, but yeah, this deck handles quite nicely, right? So Remorseless to finish it off for a 6, so hopefully 2 more cards, and we just, or not, but yeah, we just seem to stay ahead in terms of tempo. Yeah, Arsenal, Three of Kind, I'm probably just sinking it with Trench, right? And then look at that, we have a bunch more go again. In fact, no, I'm not sinking with Trench, because this hand is pretty nice, right? With the fact that we have 3 arrows to shoot, regardless. Yeah. So, what is this one? Attack action card. So we only have attack action cards, so they will force us to discard 1. I assume they hit one of the go agains. Is there... It's overpowered, so it blocks us anyway. So I'm just going to let the damage through, and they can do the damage, and then I'm just going to Three of a Kind anyway, and still feel really, really good about it. Right? I mean, we did way more than a 10 in our previous turn. It was 3 arrows wide. I think it was it an 18? Close to an 18. So, yeah. Regardless, I would assume the Falcon Wing. Wow, no, I would have thought the Sick'em Shot. Try to string me out of blues, because, Quiver's also there, that's kind of nice. But either way, it's Three of a Kind first. We'll get rid of the Pathing, since we'll keep the, Withering Shot doesn't do a lot. Well, no, it does. Of course it does. So this is better than we could hope for. So Sick'em Shots, and probably a Sick'em Shot. Some sort of buff on this would have been really nice, but, well, beggars can't be choosers, I suppose. Technically, we can fire basically everything, right? So, Sick'em Shots, I suppose there's a rationale to do all the blues first, right, in terms of blocking. Yeah, it's fine. We're going to go really wide this turn. So, Sick'em Shots, and then I have to pitch into the Death Dealer, that's fine. We use Sleep Dart, and then we get at least Sick'em Shot and Withering Shot off following. Yeah, that's plenty wide, right? Yeah, Three of a Kind. This does wonders, right? With New Horizon and Death Deal, that's at least 4 arrows. And there are definitely enough go again. Although they're on the weaker side, you really need Rain Razors and Prismatic to really back it up. But it feels really comfortable and nice, right? And we are just chugging them down, essentially. So Sick'em Shots, Seek and Destroy. I can't play it, so I'm arsenaling it. Part of me also thinks keep the Withering Shot for the next turn, but we haven't really drained their hand enough. I'm just going to go, since we have the exact resources for it. Yeah, and I'll just put Sink and Destroy in the arsenal. If we draw a Bolting Shot, it's fine. If we don't draw a Bolting Shot, then it's just Trench it away. But I think, yeah, we just stay ahead. Unless they get another King Shark. If they get another King Shark, then that's the only thing that puts a dampen on us. Although they do have 3 gold, so they can go positive in hand. So I kind of would have blocked more. Especially with the Frailty. But I suppose it doesn't really matter. Big arrow is a big arrow. Arsenal Seek and Destroy. So we have the Rain Razors, we have Swift Shots, and Falcon Wing. So we have enough go again. I think I can play the Seek and Destroy. So Seek and Destroy, Rain Razors, Death DLS, and then Swift Shot into something, maybe. So it's Conqueror, so it is going to destroy our Arsenal, though. So I guess I just Trench, right? And don't worry about playing it. Do I block? I don't think I'd block. I think I just activate Trench. And just don't give them the gold, right? Yeah. Nope, that is not the one I want to do. Pass. Now activate. Yeah, there we go. No gold. Still, Conqueror helps with big Marlyn's damage, but, you know, it's too far in between, right? This will definitely be a solid turn for them. Premeditate, so it is a Harpoon. I assume a blue Harpoon? Oh, Codex into Conquerors again. That's actually... No. Yes? Okay. We get something back. It's face down, so I can use Sea Lace, which is definitely nice. The Falcon Wing is the extra arrow we don't need at the moment. So it's just an Infecting Shot. Oh, it's just endless. The hook confused me. But yeah, I think we're fine. I mean, I could probably start giving equipment at this point. But I don't mind being on 8. So what are we doing? We're doing 5, 6. So we're doing 11 plus 1 extra arrow most likely. Yeah, I feel fairly good about that turn. Well, minus the frailty, unfortunately. I suppose if we... Oh, okay. They didn't like how that played out. They think of a better line. They should really burn through the gold and float the resources. That would be the, yeah, the much better play. Everyone's learning. So I'm still going to do this the same. I don't think we do anything different. Wrench it away so they don't get the gold. So we know they have Codex. Was it in the arsenal? I think it was in the arsenal. They should burn this into gold. Now, they can't float enough resources to do anything else substantially. Well, can they get to the 2 with the King Shark? No. Same sort of thing. It's just the hook. Although they didn't, you know, gimmick me on the hook with the fact that I wasn't going to block. Which is nice of them. Well, I should say decent of them. Then we take the 6. I'm guessing they just chose the wrong card. They had 2 Ponders and the Endless Arrow. So they have a decent amount of choice for what they want to do. Yeah, that must mean it. Or maybe they were thinking they had some way to send the King Shark. Because King Shark would have been bad, considering our hand is mostly arrows. But we can Sea Lace. And we should have enough damage to force them to block. Which then, you know, picks apart their turn. Infecting Shots, Pitch. Then Death Dealer, Swift Shot, and any arrow I draw, because I don't have any of the 2-cost arrows. I was trying a version of this deck with like the Swiftwater Sloops and the 2-cost arrows, but they just gunk it up a bit too much. This runs a lot nicer. So no Infecting Shots. Fine. Death Dealer. Come on, give me something decent. Swift Shot and the Widowmaker is actually really nice too. Especially since we're sending that last. And then on my turn, I can give Sea Lace Sarong since, well, we won't have a blue arrow. I can probably give Trench at that point as well. We are surviving. Block twice? Yeah. So they can still definitely do 8, because they have the 2 gold. That turn's quite nice. Probably just give the Prismatic? No, it's probably give the Bolt and Shot, actually. Trench, so it's just a Naked Harpoon? No, gold. No, it's just a Naked Harpoon. Looking for a blue. I don't have a blue. So if I block with equipment, it's fine. Just whether or not this is enough on the back pedal for them. I think I'm happy. The question is my turn in any way... you can see Prismatic, since I'm either pitching that or getting rid of it, buying it. I just have to think about lining up the arrows, because Prismatic with the Bolt and Shot is decent value. I can go into Swift Shot. Then I won't have an arrow to load. So I'm thinking Bullseye into the Bolt and Shot, which means I should still just play Swift Shot first, which means I'm giving the Death Dealer most likely. Sorry, I'm giving the Remorseless. It's such a good arrow. What would it be? It'd be a 5, 6 into a 4, 5. So it'd be 11, so it's enough to pressure. But I really need the draw from the Death Dealer. I don't have to Bullseye, actually. No, so I don't have to Prismatic. I'm just thinking if this nets me wide enough. I think that's better? Death Dealer. I might regret this. Pitch the Prismatic. Load the Swift Shots. This is actually worse. Yeah, this is much worse now. I can't take it back because I've seen what card I've drawn. Because if they shut down the bullseye, then I'm 1 arrow short. Yeah, that's a shame. I did screw up. Oh well. I can technically fish for another arrow once we load the bullseye. Once we load the bolt and shot. You get what I mean. The 5, so it's still going to yonk cards because they have to... They want to block it. I can't, actually, because then I can't shoot the Remorseless. So it's bolt and shot. They fully block it out. Is this is not an instant? It is an instant, so I should quiver if they do block this out. But I don't want to gunk up my arsenal. And I want a normal go again arrow. Weirdly. Plus, technically, I could hit a 0 and still be able to shoot. Yeah. Do I keep the Remorseless? It's greedy. If I get a 1-cost arrow, it's better this way. Yeah. Show me infecting shots. It's still damage. Buys us a turn. But we're definitely on our last legs in terms of maintaining tempo. And I don't think they have enough blues to go back into positive off of the gold. They could still be able to send 1 arrow our way. Definitely be scary. I guess the bolt and shot is wanted. Oh, saving grace. So all I have to do is keep a pitchable and a go again. So I can block 3. So fingers crossed that's enough. It's just a question of how many blues in a row they hit for the gold. That's what they should be going for. Because if they can get to the 2 cards, then they're in just a sweeter spot where they could, for instance, quiver, right? Instead of the resources to shoot. That's what I would do in their scenario. If I draw a blue, I just continue with the gold until I have enough cards in tow. If it's not, then, well, you don't really have a choice. I mean, at this point, they can still gold again, but they can't get to the positive. They can get to floating 2 resources, which would then still be enough for a big harpoon. So even if they hit a red, oh, it's a codex. That does actually help me out, because I start with a go again arrow. The question is, what should it be? Can't be Swift Shot, because it has to be face up, so I guess it's the Falcon Wing, so I don't have to pitch into it, right, just in case. Yeah. And it's discard the Falcon Wing. And they can still send an endless arrow. Which means I do have to block 3, so it's fine. Yeah. And then we're just banking on what we draw with the 3 of a kind, essentially. Alright. I could also, no, because I have 3 of a kind, New Horizons too much value. Just block 3. Take the 1. Is there a scenario where they could have done more with the harpoon instead? I think so, right? If they created one first, drew, they could have loaded it. Codex got a blue. No, Codex goes to Arsenal. No, I'm thinking to cheat resources to be able to hammerhead into the harpoon, because the 6 would have put me in the grave. So for our turn, it is Falcon Wing first. Then 3 of a kind. Depending on what we draw, Death Dealer. So if we hit enough Golgan arrows, we win. We don't. Oh well. What can you do? We're waiting to see. 3 of a kind. Alright. None of us. Falcon Wing. So we load Falcon Wing. We don't load anything else because we want to hit Death Dealer. Go to Perch Grapplers in this scenario. Might have been better. But I don't think we have enough damage to make them block. And the Overpower wins them the game. So unless we can shut down the 4 resources. Which I don't think we have a big enough arrow. Guess I have to do the 4, so they have to double block. Well, no, they give Tunic. That's a shame. There's no reason not to load it. Right? And they don't have to double block because I have Frailty. No reason not to load it. I think we've lost this one, unfortunately. Just ran out of juice at the end. But, yeah, again, feels really, really nice. Even if they haven't kept 4 resources, they have the goal at this point. I should have kept it as a 3 block, I think. Well, actually, no, in this scenario I can Arsenal. So, yeah, we drew no buffs. We can't overpower. We can't deal with it. Oh, actually, I can give New Horizon. I lose the tome, and I go to 1. actually enough. Weirdly it is, isn't it? We're not out. So I have to keep the Swift. No, because I can't, my arsenal is the problem in this scenario. It's just shooting affecting shot, which then gives them back tempo. What gets destroyed? Oh, it is. That saved me. So a 4 into a 4 at the very least. So I'm keeping the blue and giving the bolting shot. This is down to the wire. Have your gold, load your harpoon. Next turn I'm out. Could I possibly draw? Rowing Razors. I think I have one left. Prismatic, I guess. Helps me out too. There's one. Yeah. Ooh. That's at least a 4. Oh, right. I can't shoot 2 arrows. Yeah, no. The harpoon does me. But yeah, no, this has been really, really fun to actually utilize. I might try to grade and put like Conquerors in, because we definitely take enough blues to make this work. And I guess Conqueror is really good value. But Hammerhead does it. I guess we Arsenal to go again, so at least 2 arrows. There's the Ring Razor. Shame. Granted, would have only been a +2. Oh. Come on. Surely. 1. Yeah, that'll do it. They almost bricked. Come on. Turn it. And even if I had a buff, it wouldn't help me, right? Finally, Overpower actually putting in work. Oh well. Actually, I suppose Amplifying Shot would have been the strongest arrow there. Very, very fun game, though, right? Yeah, it seems decent, right? Not meta relevant aggro, but it is a fun aggro deck, right? And obviously some fine tuning. I think obviously the Gorgarian Tome, it's not helping my case. To me, it's, you know, an extra arrow with the reload, right? And again, because we take all the Gorgan arrows, I suppose it's actually a big bump in tempo. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. Yeah.